Hello people and welcome back to TechWeb TV. I'm Nikunj Ladani again going to talk about a lot of trends about what is product design. So talking about trends, right? There are so many trends available outside. If you just go and Google search trends in product design, you will see a list of blogs which are talking about trend number one, trend number two, trend number three, trend number four, and it goes on and on, right? But what I want to focus over here is basically three types of design trends. One is a behavioral design trend which is happening, right? So, for example, which is the best example which I can give in the behavioral design trend is TikTok. So TikTok has taken over the world in a way that the attention span of that user is less than 10 seconds. So it has created a habit among all the users out there who are using smartphones and all the applications in a smartphone that you get bored in if there is no good content available, if there is no hook available in less than 10 seconds. So that is one great behavioral trend which is going to happen in future and which is happening now. So for you as a designer, as a person who is going to solve a problem, always keep that in mind that a trend. Yeah. So from TikTok design experience, what we have learned is the attention span of the user is very less. So why this is going to be a trend? Because TikTok has taken all over the world, right? So how do you use this and apply it to your product? Is design the product which hooks the user in less than 10 seconds. That is how you apply this trend to in your designs, right? So another type of trend which I'm going to talk is a very simple and artistic trend called 3D illustrations and real images, right? So in your digital product, if you try and relate more physical things, it will connect to the user more, right? So if you always see things 3D and use 3D illustrations, a lot of people are exploring around 3D illustrations and using them in the product. So it is a trend which is from an art and design perspective, right? So use 3D illustrations, use real images. It's one of the trend which I want to speak about. The third type of trend which I really want to speak about is the executional trend. Now, what do I mean about executional trend is designers, like how I became a designer, the portfolio was the thing which I need to present people to know that okay, I am a designer. But that trend is gone. The slow and rising trend is the no code trend. Your design does not stop at pixels now. Every designer is having a portfolio as of now. Every designer has the concept on paper. Every designer has a case study on paper. As a designer, now you have to go and build your product's first MVP, and there are so many no code tools available out there. It's not a rocket science. Whatever your case study was, just drag and drop and build a product and validate with the users which you actually are solving the problem for. So just like those three trends which I just said, which I really wanted to emphasize more, there are so many other trends which you really don't want to miss. One of that trend is personalization. Personalization means how personal you can get through digital media to a user. Best example for that is when you open a good app, it always greets you with your name. Hi Nikunj. Good afternoon Nikunj. How are you doing today? And that's how you can get a personalized touch to all the digital applications. Because when you meet another person, you always greet them first and then ask, okay, how are you doing? So that whole concept you can use it digitally and make it a trend. Second trend which I want to talk about is regionalization. What I mean about regionalization is you sell dhokla to a Gujarati. What dhokla means to Gujarati, what misal means to a Maharashtrian, what South Indian food means to South Indians. You have different tactics and different ways to sell the products which are regional to them. So there are different case studies around those regionalization as a trend, but I believe it's really important. The third the trend which I want to talk about is content, right? You always know that the content is king, right? But always remember, context is the queen, right? So have that personalized content regionally available to all the users, and I believe I can guarantee that the product will be the greatest product which you have designed, right? So for an example, I was reading a great case study. So talking about trends, I came across a very interesting case study which was done by TechWeb Consulting, right? Now there was a like screen in a hospital which was divided into eight parts, eight major organs of your body. It was used by the doctors to, for the patients who are coming into the lab and, pinpointing where the pain is. And there were eight major body parts in the screen: hand, leg, head, stomach, XYZ. Now, what they did brilliantly over there was, instead of having those eight grids, they represented the whole touch base area with the human body figuring. So now, if a layman is also coming towards that screen, doctor just need to say that, okay, where is the pain, and the user, the layman, who may not even know how to read, will just pinpoint that, okay, this is where it is paining. So instead of only covering eight major body parts, the whole body part can be covered, and the user can easily identify and pinpoint that where is the pain point. So this is how, with proper context and proper imagery and proper design thinking, you can uplift the experience of that user. It solves the problems for the doctors, it solves the problems for the end consumer, it is applicable for the greater audience, right? So that's how you use design, product design thinking, and uplift and enhance the experience of the user. So that's all in the today's episode. So see you in the next episode. Please don't forget to share and like this video, and of course, do put your comments in the comment section, and I will get back to you on that. Thank you so much.